Hi everybody, my name is Anastasia Dvorak. I'm your Calgary Lifestyle Guide. Welcome back. I'm a local real estate agent and a blogger, and today we're talking about renting in Calgary. How to rent an apartment, how to rent a house, how to do it quickly, easy, and stress-free, what to write in your application, how to write it, what not to write, and all the other little things you have to consider in order to be chosen to be the best applicant for the dream property of your choice. Let's get started. The next topic is read and understand your lease. There are two types of leases in Alberta. There's a fixed lease and there's a periodic one. I will provide more information about them in my article. I will just briefly explain to you what that means. So when you have a fixed lease, which is what the majority of leases are in Alberta, usually they're 1-year leases. So that means when you sign that lease, you promise to live there for 1 year. If you need to break this lease, you will have to pay some sort of penalty fee, or the landlord will say, no, pay me all the rent for the remaining months and then move out, or you will have to find a replacement tenant. There are different situations. You just need to communicate to the landlord. That's why it can be risky for you. If you know that you're going to get a new job and move away, then signing a 1-year lease is not a really good option. If you decide to leave anyway, the landlord can sue you, and that can cause you to have a lot of legal problems, financial problems. And I do not recommend leaving without telling anybody. This is a big mistake. Talk to the landlord, communicate, explain the situation, and they might feel sorry for you and they might actually release you from the lease. You never know. But be aware, when you sign a lease as a legal contract, you promise to stay in this place and rent it out for 1 year. So if you're breaking the lease, be prepared to pay for the remaining months on the lease. It is very important to read the Tenancy Act. I know that a lot of people do not speak proper English, but you can also Google translate the pages. Reading the Tenancy Act and reading all the information about how you can end the lease is very, very important. I will put a link to the Tenancy Act below, but again, if you look at my article, you can learn more about the Tenancy Act and what it involves, okay? I'm not gonna mention it here. Also, don't renovate or paint the property without landlord's consent. Also, the landlord is not allowed to enter the property without a 24-hour notice. So they will let you know that they need to enter the property to repair something or to fix something, and they have to provide 24-hour notice. And these are the things that you need to look into, and they're all written in the Tenancy Act. So I will provide a link in the description. The last thing is you should never accept an apartment without a contract. And I'm okay with you guys, if someone's hosting you for free, that's okay. But if you're paying money to somebody and you don't have a contract, you have nothing that protects your rights. So you must sign some sort of rental contract. Do not live somewhere and pay the money without a contract. It's super important to have this lease that actually protects your interests too.